Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We're so happy to have you today. Get ready for a very fun show. Find out how to make your home transformation process easy using this fantastic remodeling company. Find out where you can get beautiful seashell art in Plymouth. Plus, find out the top trending March must-haves. That's all on the way shortly, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
Yes, so today, or this whole week, is Autism Acceptance Week, which leads into Autism Awareness Week, leading up to Autism Awareness Day on April 2nd.
Okay.
So this is kind of like it's a big lead up.
Yeah, awesome.
But so Autism Acceptance Week promotes the acceptance of autism and dispels a lot of stigmas around it. So autism or autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects communication, socialization, and behavior. There's a lot of factors that play into it, like genetics and environment and all that kind of stuff. And it's called autism spectrum disorder because it is a spectrum. Some people have more symptoms of it and are affected by it more. Some people can function a bit more day to day. There's levels to it the DSM-5 has different levels to autism. So this is a day that kind of, this is a week that promotes accepting it because it's been seen in the past as like a hindrance or as something that needs to be cured. But this week is to say that it's not a hindrance. It's something that just makes you different or unique.
That person unique and special.
Exactly.
Everyone's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it promotes viewing autism spectrum disorder not as an obstacle, but just an enhancement.
An enhancement.
Yes, yeah. And there's a lot of famous, really successful people who have autism. Albert Einstein notably had it. Bill Gates, a philanthropist, millionaire, billionaire. Lionel Messi, a very good soccer player.
Wow.
And there's a lot of historical figures that are based on historical accounts believed to have had it, like Emily Dickinson and Michelangelo.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I know.
Okay. Very cool.
What else is today?
Today is also National Cocktail Day. So you guys should go and have a cocktail.
Ooh, okay.
You want to partake in the holiday?
Don't have to tell me twice.
So many people believe that cocktails actually originated in the US, but it did not.
Oh.
It actually originated in Britain, so by the British. And it was also inspired by British punches in the 18th century. So these punches were like big bowls of spirits that were mixed with fruit juice, spices, and other flavors. And then in the 1860s, it just started gaining popularity, and then cocktails became especially more popular when it was, brought over to the United States.
Oh.
From 1920 to 1933, which was when that transition happened. So a lot of stuff happened in the 20th century.
That's weird because 1920 was Prohibition. Maybe that was their way of sneaking around.
So it was popular after alcohol was prohibited in the United States.
Oh, so early cocktails didn't have alcohol. Okay.
Yeah, so after that.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah.
Do you have a favorite cocktail?
Favorite? No, I don't have one specific favorite. Do you have one specific favorite?
I'm partial to literally any margarita from a Mexican restaurant.
Those are always
the best. I really want to try an espresso martini.
Those are good. I've had that.
I have never had one.
The Cheesecake Factory has good ones.
But I love coffee, so I want to try it.
Yes, you should. Now it's time for our ENC event. Join noted historian Nelson McDaniel and Tryon Palace researcher, historian Lindy Cummings tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. for a fantastic lecture about 6 North Carolina women who led the effort to reconstruct the Tryon Palace. You can learn about their dedication, research, and impact on ENC's history. It'll be held at the NC History Center. Admission is $10 with limited seating, so be sure to register. And for more information, visit the Tryon Palace website.
Ooh.
Also, make sure you guys stay tuned for an upcoming episode about the Tryon Palace. It was very fun, so that'll be coming up next week.
I am so excited to see that because I heard so much about it when you got back.
Yeah,
and I was like,
it's so fun. It's amazing. So much history there.
And it's so beautiful.
Stunning.
They've rebuilt it like really well. I want to hear about those women that had a hand in it.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Coming up, find out how you can save on your home transformation using this local remodeling company. Don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia. Today, West Shore Home of Greenville joins us to share affordable and reliable ways to make your bathroom a safer space. Plus, they'll highlight their high-quality window options. General Manager Jesse Sutton is here to tell us about these exciting updates. So Jesse, how dangerous can bathrooms really be?
The latest CDC study suggests that over 230,000 people are treated in an emergency room every year due to incidents that happen in the bathroom. More than 80% of these injuries are related to slip and fall, with 70% of those happening in the shower area. There's actually a lot you can do to make your bathroom a safer environment and decrease the risk of injury.
Okay, Jesse, so how can slips and falls be prevented?
The first, which is our most popular option, will be converting that tub into a shower. You'll have a lower barrier which makes accessibility easier to get in and out of. Next, you can install ADA compliant grab bars. These are meant to support your weight. Just make sure you have one that is secure, not the suction cups that ended up falling off in the middle of the night. And the great news is we have plenty of accessory options available. We can do extra grab bars, foot pedestals, and we also have different seat options available as well.
So how will a new shower from West Shore Home make a bathroom safer and more accessible?
A critical step in making things more accessible is just going to be getting rid of that old bathtub that's got a high threshold going to a low barrier shower pan. Towards the end of the installation day, all of your safety accessories will be custom placed based on your preference. You can even sit in your seat to determine the best placement. There's also an option to add a built-in shower seat. These are designed to fit hundreds of pounds, so once again, a secure option for you. Plus, our showers are extremely easy to clean. Most of our customers just use vinegar and water, wipe it down, it'll look just as good as new.
So that's awesome, Jesse. Other than your accessibility features, what sets West Shore Home apart from your competitors?
We can install a brand new shower equipped with all the safety features and accessories that we talked about because we have highly trained in-house employees that can come out and get this job done in as little as one day.
It's really great that you all are there throughout the whole remodeling process. And for our senior viewers that love discounts, what can West Shore do to make that more affordable?
Exclusive for your viewers, we're taking an extra $500 off their project in addition to the promo that we got running right now. Very
cool, Jesse. Can you tell us about the high-quality window installations that are now available across Eastern North Carolina? What are some signs that a customer's windows are ready to be replaced?
The most common sign that you'll see is a fogging or condensation on your window. You'll notice a heat or cold transfer. You also notice that your HVAC is running a lot more than what it normally does. If you have no comfortability in your room, if you're going from room to room and notice a change, or you're adding a blanket on at night, that's an indicator that things need to be changed. Most of our customers don't realize how bad it is until they get it done.
So what makes West Shore Home different when it comes to replacing windows compared to other window companies?
The biggest difference is we have a window that is customized to this region. If you went to like a home center, they'll have like a national brand that is meant for a region like Florida or Phoenix. Here in Eastern North Carolina, we need something that changes with the temperature. It's cold in the morning, you need a jacket. You have shorts on in the afternoon. Second, we do not subcontract any of our labor, so everything will be done in-house from the quote that you'll be given, from an exact measurement from our technician to make sure you get an accurate and true fit to your window. We also have separate crews that are experts in that field.
And you all do entry doors as well, right?
We do, and that's actually a fun process. We actually have an interactive tool that we can build the door, design it as you want it, and then we can impress it on your house. That way you'll know what you're getting and there's no guesswork just to find out that something don't match perfectly. We do an expert consultation using a temp gun, so we'll be able to tell where the energy is being lost. So if you aren't sure, we can help you determine if it's just an entry door or if it's a larger scale project.
I understand you have a special opportunity for our viewers. What does that offer?
That's right, Davey. Exclusive right now to our customers watching, we can take 20% off your entire project and then take an additional $500 off to this unique program. We also have 0% financing available that can fit anybody's budget.
It's time for the moment of Zen. Use this time to calm your mind, whether that's by taking a few deep breaths or meditating. Let go of any distractions or stress and focus on the present. Use this time to relax and find peace.
Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, a Thanksgiving tradition that turned into a crafty hobby. Stay tuned to find out more about this beautiful seashell art that's backed by years of family history. How did you get into making crafts with shells?
Really, it was just kind of a fluke. The idea came to mind one day. I've always liked crafting and making things, but never anything in this realm. We always, as a tradition with most families, will have oysters at Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then afterwards, we're left with just these mounds of shells everywhere. And I hated just to throw them away because, I mean, I'm really fascinated by the natural beauty of each shell. I mean, really, if you look at them, no two are alike. And I just really appreciated how pretty they were in their own way. And so the thought came to me one day. I was like, you know, I should do something with this. And I made a wreath, very similar to the one that is behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Just showcasing the natural shells. And so even though that's not the very first one, that's what it looked like. And then it kind of spun off from there. So I started using shells in more different types of wreaths. And then I got into the decoupaging of shells.
How did your family get the tradition of having oysters for Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Well, like I said, I know it's a tradition for a lot of folks, but for my husband's side of the family, it was also part of their business. My husband's father and grandfather both had seafood companies, so it was definitely a very long history of seafood and oystering in the family. And so it really ties in well, like I said, without even meaning to, of my love of oysters and making things, and then his family history for all the seafood business.
Where'd you get the name Goshen Girl from?
So that also has a little tie into family history as well. So on my husband's mother's side, she grew up in Englehart, North Carolina, on Goshen Road, and actually that little area of Englehart was known as Goshen. And the old family homestead backed right up to the Sound. And his grandfather also did some fishing and crabbing and oystering as side work as well. He was predominantly a farmer. But of course, being on the water, you have to go do some seafood. And so I wanted to really tie that in to the family history as well, and it just kind of worked out.
When did you start going to markets and selling this stuff?
About 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yep. I tapped into getting to know someone at the farmer's market, and she invited me to be a vendor. So that's really how I got my start. And then thankfully, other folks in town who were familiar with my work from other shows had invited me to other events. The past one was at the Coppola House Gardens for the Edenton Tea Party's 250th anniversary. So it's been really encouraging that folks like my work and have invited me to their events.
I mean, how did you learn to make a wreath or decoupage them? What was it like?
It was all self-taught.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got, like I said, the creativity to think of doing something with them, and it just kind of grew. And yeah, I'd seen some things on Pinterest and other places online, but no, I taught myself how to do all of it.
So if people want to find you, find out more, where can they get in touch with you?
Well, right now I have a Facebook page, so it's facebook.com/Goshen Girl. And you can also reach me through my email address, goshengirlnc@gmail.com.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that you can use a pillowcase to clean your ceiling fans? All you do is grab an old pillowcase, spray it with some cleaner, and then use it to wipe down the blades. The fabric of the pillowcase is supposed to trap dust and prevent it from falling over the room.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what it is about pillowcase fabric that specifically makes it work.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or if that's something that you could use an old T-shirt and spray it with.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's something about the bedding, something about the
what
fabric.
Pillowcases are usually made with.
And the size is I think perfect for.
Yeah, you could just
the
you could almost
blade.
just put it right on
right
it.
on it. You don't
pull
have
it
to
off.
adjust. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So that'd be like a good alternative if you don't have
a
like
duster.
a duster or like a
rag.
rag or something.
Exactly.
Just use an old
Use an old pillowcase you don't need anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah. So now it's time for us to get into Women's History Month Monday trivia. So who was the first woman to run for the President of the United States? Is it A, Eleanor Roosevelt, B, Hillary Clinton, C, Kamala Harris, or D, Victoria Woodhull? We'll have the answer right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Spring season is here, and right after the break, we'll share some fantastic March must-haves for you all. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. So if you guessed D, Victoria Woodhull, you're correct. Victoria ran for president in 1872, nearly 50 years before women had the right to vote. She was also a newspaper editor and the first female stockbroker on Wall Street. She was from Homer, Ohio. Springtime is the perfect time to refresh and revise your day-to-day routine. And with the right products, you can put that spring in your step to a better season. Rachel Moyer is standing by with the top picks for March from consumer resource Best Reviews.
Spring is just around the corner, which means it is time to break out those springtime must-haves that will have you blooming with joy. Joining us now with the top trending March must-haves is Senior Director of Content Operations from BestReviews.com, Jacob Palmer. Well, I'm excited. Let's start over here because you guys just surprised me with a doll of myself. What's going on?
What we have here is from Funko Pop, which is like one of the most popular brands for toys. Everybody wants some kind of Funko Pop. They've got Star Wars, Harry Potter, everything. Ooh. In March, they're doing this really cool product offering where you can make your own Funko Pop. So it's great for, a gift. And what's cool about this one is that it's also basketball themed. So, but this is for the NBA fans. So, we're a short month away from the playoffs in the NBA. So get your own team, get your own Funko Pop. Very interesting idea. And I'm excited for you guys to have your own as well.
Yeah, it's like a cute little bobblehead of yourself, Jacob. I love the mustache. Great addition. All right, fabulous. Moving on now to a totally different kind of a subject. What's going on next?
So why we're talking about iPads now, it is National Reading Month in March. Ooh. And so many people like to be able to read on their devices, on their tablets. This is a great opportunity. And also what we're seeing right now is we're seeing some markdowns in some older versions. So what we've got on the table here, we tested all three. We've got the Air, we've got the Pro, and then we've got also just kind of the standard option here too. So depending on what you're looking at, this is a great way to get kickstarted on it. There's also, you can use Audible on it as well. So if you're more into reading via hearing, this is a great way as well.
What I love is when Jacob brings a product where I'm like, what is that?
Yes.
What is this? What are we looking at?
This is perfect. That's great. I love to be able to educate people on what are we talking about today. So this comes just from Let Pot, and it is an indoor garden system basically. So in the bottom here, you would get the water in it, and then it basically grows from like a hydroponic system. So why do we love this in March? Well, it's the perfect way to get it started. Great opportunity, and then what's cool about that too is you can start it with the herbs right now, get it into the ground a little bit later in the month when it's more optimal for that, and then you can start something new. And then if you want to start something for maybe a summer garden, you can start that too. So it works as its own kind of self-contained indoor garden, but it's also a great way to kind of start and incubate all your plants.
Such a cool idea. I didn't even know you could transfer plants from something like this into the ground.
It's so easy because the root system is super deep, and so you can just get it in there. It's really nice setup.
Okay, great idea. All right, Jacob, it is getting to be the warmer months, and people are getting outside. They want to take their speaker outside and have a great day. Tell us about these speakers.
So we talked about it last week, and we just finished with all of our testing on the Bluetooth speakers, and we brought two of our favorites. We'll start here with the JBL. What's so cool about this is that JBL is one of these brands that just has awesome technology within it, but they work really hard to keep the price down. But now if you're serious about loving your music and you're willing to pay for that love, we've got the Bose one here, and this is gonna be our best of the best because it has all of those features that the true audiophiles are looking for, especially when they're looking for something from Bose.
Okay, love it. They both sound amazing. This is fabulous. Now, when we're getting outside, our pets are getting outside too. They're thirsty, they're doing more activities. What are we looking at here?
Is it time for your dog to get an upgrade? One thing to consider that are from this brand that we've got from Trot.
Okay.
So we've got this, which is silicone, so it's super easy to clean. And then also when you're thinking about your dog, maybe he or she is getting a little bit older and you want to make that process a little bit easier for them, so you bring it up off the ground, that if it is time for you to maybe swap them out, they can get very gross over time. This is going to be a good option for you.
Thank you so much, Jacob.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, that is Nexstar. For more on these products and others, you can head to bestreviews.com or scan the QR code on your screen right there to see all of these products and more.
Wow, super cool
I
items.
know. I definitely am gonna get myself some of this for March.
Yeah, me too. So now it's time for What's in the Box, where we stick our hand through the side of this box to guess what's inside. Let's see.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, wait, it's a Funko Pop! Because it was just in Best Reviews. Wait, which one is
Yeah.
it? Can I tell who it is? Is it Nightwing?
can you?
Is it
How
Nightwing?
did you know that?
Let's go! Because I know
Wow.
Fate has like 3 of them.
I don't know
And the other ones have stuff on their head.
Oh, period. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by West Shore Home, Goshen Girl, and Best Reviews.